Hi again, folks. This is Anson Garcia from the Tier 2 Unified Communication Collaboration Group, and what I wanted to show you today is the Cisco Unified Communications, or one of the Cisco Unified Communication widgets. The widgets are kind of a suite of products that are some are free for download and some are embedded in the product. And what I'll show you today is the visual voicemail component. Now, visual voicemail is an application that is a Cisco Unified Communication widget that basically delivers, a richer experience on the Cisco Unified IP phone, on some phones. You can view, listen, and respond to Cisco Unity connection messages right from the Cisco Unified IP phone display without having to dial your corporate voicemail box. So if anyone's familiar with the Verizon Wireless visual voicemail on your cell phone, it's very similar. So we got a phone here. This is a 9971 phone with a touchscreen display, and I have a message there, and I have that visual voicemail widget on enabled on this particular phone. Now, traditionally, what we do to dial into your voicemail or check your voicemails is hit the voicemail button, right? The little envelope on the phone, which I'll do very quickly here. See that? And then what we'll see happens here is something a little bit differently. So what we're traditionally used to is this dialing into our voicemail pilot number. Now, you can set up this widget several ways. The way I set it up is basically for demo purposes. I want the option to either dial into my voicemail, which would be the top option. That would be the traditional method, and then I can use my TUI interface, or use the visual voicemail widget. So again, I set it up this way for demo purposes. I would guess that if you wanted visual voicemail widget, or your customers wanted it, you'd probably just set it up for visual voicemail, and then they'd hit the visual voicemail button, or excuse me, hit the voicemail button on their phone, and it would go right into visual voicemail. So let's see what that looks like. Now, I'm going to be in combination with the touchscreen. Everything you can do, all functions work on the touchscreen. Now, sometimes I'll go off camera at the bottom of the phone and use the rocker arm and my selector button, just so I don't get my hand in the way, and you can see what's going on. So I'm going to go right into visual voicemail here. Now, what you'll see here, something happens in the background. You'll see a line, see that line go active? What happens is this reverse trap message, or what Cisco calls the trap. Basically, I just have my voicemail in the background. You don't really supposed to know this, but it calls your phone. So I'm really connected to my voicemail system at this point, and taking up a port also at this point. Now, you see that I have my messages. I can see all my messages here. I have name, the time the message was left, and I have the duration of the call. And then I can use my touchscreen to go to each message, or I can use my rocker arm down at the bottom. And if you look over to the right, there's a little DVR play button. So I can play the button. I can choose to play there. And then I also have the play button at the bottom. Okay, see exit, play, delete, and I have more options here also. I can compose a message from here. I can reply directly to that message. I can forward that message, and then I can go more. I have mark. I can have options and sign out. I'm going to take you first to options here. We'll go back and play a message here in a second. I want to show you that you have a playback speed, so I can increase or decrease my playback speed. I can sort by date and time, or urgent messages first. I can have a delete confirmation to make sure I don't inadvertently delete a message that I want to keep. And then I have this option to go to my audio voicemail inbox, or go to my audio voicemail inbox setup. So I can go right in here and I can choose that, and that'll take me to my greetings, and I can set up greetings, stuff like that on my using the TUI interface. All right. So let's go back, and now let me show you how you can play a message using the touch screen. Okay, I'm going to just choose a message here. If I choose this message, I'm going to push my DVR button over there on the right. Let's play. I see that automatically turns into a pause button.
Message test 1 2.
Okay. I can pause down here if I want to. And what I wanted to show you, this kind of neat little bar, this play bar, so I can scroll that back if I want. If I want to rewind, come back a little bit more and then play again. Maybe I missed a number.
Test 1 2.
Also, while it's playing, I can go ahead and grab that bar and bring it back.
Test 1 2.
I can also use my bottom buttons over here to go back a second at a time. I can pause down here also. And then I can choose to delete the message right here. Okay, I get my confirmation. And my message is deleted. Now I'm going to just go off screen here and just make sure you guys know that I can use my rocker arm and then select the message at will. Okay, now the way you set this up also, there's an option to stay connected or stay logged in. Before I came up to this phone, before I started the video, I actually logged in with my credentials. So my DN number, and then I put my PIN number in. And as long as I do that, I will stay logged in. I'd have to choose to sign out. And you can put a timeout for that and things like that. So you can choose to sign out right here. So if I exit out of here, I exit. Okay, and exit that. I'm back at my regular phone screen. I'm still signed in into my visual voicemail widget. So if I happen to get another voicemail, I can push my voicemail button again off screen here, sorry, and then go into my visual voicemail, and it's not going to ask me for my credentials again because I'm still logged in. So I'd have to choose to sign out. Let me show you what that looks like. Go ahead and go down here. Let's sign out. Okay, now I'm going to exit. I'll go back in, and then I'll go to my visual voicemail. And you'll see this time it's going to ask me to sign in. It remembers my extension, and then I can put in my PIN number. And then I can choose it right here, remember me, if I wanted to save my extension. It won't save my password, but it'll save my extension. Now one thing I've noticed is on some particular phones, and the ones I've tested are the 7945, 7965, excuse me, 7941, 7961, 7962. Those types of phones, the display looks a little bit differently. It's not as clean. And what I've noticed is one of the things that doesn't happen is it doesn't save your login. So it doesn't. There's not a place you can say remember me and it'll remember your DN. That may come in a future release. I'm not sure, but just to let you know, it wasn't as clean. I had to put in my DN number every time and PIN number, and that was quite aggravating. But it still worked flawlessly, but it wouldn't keep me signed in. So that was kind of quirky. Anyway, 9971 and any 99 series phone is going to work, great. I haven't tested any other phones. Hope to do that later. But anyway, hopefully this helps you out to show you what the visual voicemail widget looks like. And this is available with UCCaaS, and it's embedded in the product, starting it with 8.5. So obviously during beta, things like that, we're not going to have it, but it's embedded in 8.5 and above. So Cisco Unity Connection 8.5 and above, that widget is built in. And that's it. Thank you very much. Hopefully this was some use.